Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me, the Alpha Empath, and I am here to expand your consciousness this morning. Okay, if you are watching me live, I need you to go ahead and say good morning to me. I absolutely love when people say good morning to me. If you are not watching me live, I need you to go ahead and hit hashtag replay. And last but not least, if you like the content that I'm sharing, now I share meat, I don't share milk. And if you are brave enough, go ahead and share me. I don't expect you all to because I am what I am. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about something. Listen, I coach women. I coach women and men. I am a spiritual guide. That's how I like to consider myself. I'm a spiritual guide. But let me tell you something. There are some people that baptize you in water. There are some people that baptize you in earth. There are some people that baptize you in air. But I baptize people in fire. I make them face their truth, that ugly, dark truth that they consistently run from. And let me tell you something. I just want to say this. I am very proud of all of my students because facing your truth is probably one of the bravest things that anybody can ever do. I kid you not. We run from our power. We run from our own beauty. We run from our accountability. And one of my students, she asked a question, and she asked it in my private coaching group. Thank God, because I learned the hard way. Don't be asking me no questions because you may not like what the fuck I gotta say. So don't ask me all in public because I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? But she asked me something, and the question that she asked me helped me to see what kind of fucking heart she had. She said, Tiffany, I need to be healed now. I am ready for my motherfucking healing. I don't care what I got to do. I am ready for it now. And I told her the hard truth. I said, healing has its own timeline. It has its own timeline. Listen, people, this is how the universe works. See, when it comes to relationships, empaths like to move fast. They do because we get caught up in the emotions of them, the feelings of them. Now, remember, emotions and feelings are different. If you haven't seen some of my videos before, you probably need to go back to that one when I talked about how emotions and feelings are different. But for an empath, they get caught up in the emotions, and those emotions go down to the pit of their fucking soul, and it moves them. That is the beauty about an empath. That is the absolute beauty. But empath, you have to discipline yourself. You see, feminine energy requires that we believe in ourselves. Masculine energy requires that we master ourselves. So empath, you have to learn how to master yourself. So when this person comes into your life and they move you in a way that you haven't been moved before, slow your motherfucking ass down. Slow down. Do not jump into these relationships. And let me tell you why. An empath has a tendency to be a ride or die. We do. We do. We have this tendency to allow loyalty to keep us in a place that common sense should have took our asses out of a long time ago. I had to learn this the hard way. I stayed in relationships being loyal, and because I kept waiting for them to move me the way that they did, at the beginning of our relationship. But then that one moving when they parted the Red Sea, they ain't did that motherfucking shit in 15 goddamn years. But because we feel so much, we have long ass memories too. You see that elephant in the background? Memories are genetically passed down for elephants and for empaths too. We remember shit. We really, really do. So because you remember things, when you see that red flag, you got to say, stop. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. We got to slow down. The foundation of your relationship is the most important part of your relationship. And it takes time to build it. If you rush that foundation and you build it too quickly, you're going to put a building on something that's not solid. And then when the wind comes, it's going to blow that shit down. Slow down. You can avoid trauma if you slow down. You got to slow down. Listen, every relationship is going to experience winter. And winter is designed to do one thing. It's designed to kill everything that ain't strong. So if you didn't build a strong foundation in your relationship, when winter comes, and it will come, it's going to fucking die. And then you're going to be devastated. But you can avoid this trauma. You can avoid this trauma of saying things like, well, they said in the beginning. Listen, you can avoid all of this. I remember in a movie called, What was it? Was it the art of war? I don't remember. It might have been the art of war. It may have been the Matrix. I don't know, but it's a principle. And the principle is this: you don't really know nobody until you fight with them. I had to learn that. You see, listen, people, y'all better stop looking at everybody's life, and you better stop looking at the fruit and look at the root. And it's at the root that you're going to discover the darkness. But see, in the beginning of a relationship, we see only the light. We see only the light. But in the relationship, it ain't the light you're going to be dealing with. You're going to be dealing with that damn root. That's what you're going to be dealing with. So you got to take time, because it takes a while for people to allow you to see the root. And most people hide it. Most people hide it. No. Keep going slow until you get through all they many layers, until you get down to the root. And if you can commit to the root, then you progress to the relationship. This is wisdom. This is how you avoid emotional trauma. This is how you avoid relationship trauma. You need to ask yourself, did I slow myself down enough to get down to their root? When you say things like, I don't know where that came from, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because the universe is always going to grant you red flags. And when you see that red flag, think of it like a string and keep pulling on it. If you keep pulling on it and pulling on it and pulling on it, it will show you the root of it. And then you have to ask yourself, because everybody is light and dark. I don't care what they want to call themselves. Oh, I'm a being of light. All I have in me is light. Bullshit. Everybody has fruit and everybody has root. You better marry the root. If you marry the root, you always going to be a recipient of the fruit. Do not go after the fruit. That is the short game. That is instant gratification. No, you marry and you commit to the root. You need to figure out who they are when all the chips are down. That's what you need to do. Are they going to run after you done committed your entire life to them? No. I tell people, listen, why the hell y'all trying to rush into relationships? Why y'all trying to rush into marriage? For what? For what? Is it because your root ain't really solid? And because your root ain't really solid, you need them? You need to graft yourself onto their tree? And it's fine. If you need to graft yourself onto their tree, graft yourself onto their tree. I tell my clients, don't be ashamed of anything that you do when you are in survival mode. You're trying to live. You're trying to survive. Shit, I've done some things that I ain't very proud of in survival mode, but I survived. I survived, okay? Remember that. Slow down. Use wisdom. Take your time, because empaths love deeply. They love deeply. They really, really do. And once they commit, it's kind of hard for them to unwrap themselves from the person that they have committed to. So don't give commitment all fast like that. Don't give it all fast. I remember one of my mentors, he said something to me. He said, hire slow, fire fast. Let me repeat that. He said, hire slow, fire fast. See, y'all are hiring fast and firing slow. No. Y'all got that shit ass backwards. Take your time. Hire slow. When a person says, hey, I want to be your significant other, sure, you can do that. You can do that. But while you're doing that, you're going to have to study me to see if you can pass the test of time so we can go the long way. I want to go the long way. Are you tired of these relationships that end in 3 and 4 months? If you are tired of it, then you're going to have to slow down. Try these people in the beginning. Don't try them at the end when you got 3 children by them, when you got 2 house notes with them, when you got 2 cars together, because then you end up having to tear the whole building down, and you end up losing, and you end up with scars on your heart, and you can avoid that shit in the beginning. You see, we have to be as wise as serpents. Move slow, watch, and observe. Stay in the motherfucking cut. And see, listen, I had one of my students, I'll never forget, he taught me a very valuable lesson. He said, allow people to do what they want to do, so you'll see what they'd rather do. See, I'm not going to go ahead and put all these demands on you. No. I'm going to allow you freedom to see how you're going to treat me based on your freedom and your liberty, and not based on my control. See, you are not going to be able to control people forever. You can only control them for a certain period of time. Once they start believing in themselves, you're not going to be able to control them. You are not. So you need to see how they act when they're completely free. Give them freedom. They don't want to spend no time with you when they have freedom, then why in the fuck would you want to commit? See, you thinking that you want to commit because you just want it all fast and shit. Don't do that. Don't do it. It is a mistake. And it's gonna hurt you. Let me go ahead to some of these comments over here. Let me go ahead to some of these comments. Good morning, Sandra. You know I absolutely love you, honey. You are part of my tribe, and I don't really know you like that, but I'm telling you, honey, you are my sister. Good morning, Talon. How are you, honey? You know that you are my white sister. I fucking love you, and I love that Afro vibe in you, honey. I sure do. Good morning. I don't. Hi, Nia. How are you, honey? Good morning, honey. Brave, hard, but so worth it. Yes, absolutely true. Riding nowhere and dying for nothing. I don't know who said this, but my soul is clapping for this comment. Riding nowhere and dying for nothing. Absolutely correct. That was a word of wisdom right there. Uh, good morning, Ashanti. How are you, honey? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Somebody saying yes. Somebody saying yes. I love you guys too. Love you too. Love you too. Listen, slow down. You got to slow down. Test these people. You are a precious gift. And if you are a precious gift, then treat yourself like you are a precious gift. Don't allow anybody to just come into your temple. Don't allow anybody to just come into your heart, because out of the issues of the heart, the mouth speaks. And that is what creates your world. I'm not going to allow anybody into my heart real fast. I'm kind of scared of you people that just give y'all heart out all quick like that. Because then I be wondering what the fuck you got in it that you giving away so quickly. When you understand that there's some precious shit in your heart, you don't give that shit away all quickly like that. You just don't. You better determine what kind of merchandise you gonna be. Are you gonna be the Rolls Royce? Not a lot of people get to test drive the Rolls Royce. You don't get to test out all your fucking errors and your fallacies on me and fucking me all the way up. No, I'm gonna slow the fuck down. I have qualifications before you can get to me. That's what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna go ahead and look you out and check you out and stuff like that. But you ain't jumping your ass in my ride unless you can go ahead and upkeep this ride. You just are not. You have to have people are gonna love you the way that they know how. But then you have to make a choice. You have to make a decision. Do I like the way that they are loving me? And if I don't like the way that they are loving me, then I have a responsibility of love for myself to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm not going to be sitting up here trying to change you. Because that's a waste of my damn energy. No, I'm going to use my energy to change myself. That's what I'm going to do. No, that was one of the stupidest things I ever did. Trying to spend my time trying to change somebody else. It can't be done. People change because they want to change. That's it. Now they can fool you. They can fool you, so you can use some of your energy to push them into something called behavior modification. You can do that, but it's fake. And they're gonna show their true colors eventually. Get rid of that behavior modification. Either you want the authentic relationship or you want the fake shit. I got tired of having that fake ass shit, but the only reason why I kept getting fake ass shit is because I was fake myself. Authentic people get authentic relationships. It is what it is. And I know that that's hard, but it's the truth. Now, these are all lessons that I learned. I had to learn how to slow down. I had to learn how to discipline myself. I had to learn how to believe in myself. I had to learn how to master myself. And I had to learn how to take my time so I can see a person at their root and stop being blinded by their goddamn fruit. If I take the root, if I commit to the root, I already know I'm going to get the fruit. I already fucking know it. I know it. So why am I focusing on instant gratification? Focus on that darkness. Do I love their darkness? Does their darkness help me to evolve? Does it make me better? Are we committed to the same spiritual path? And the spiritual path is always seen at the root. It is never seen at the fruit. Ever. Let me repeat that. The spiritual path is always seen at the root. That's why you need to take your time. Oh, we a power couple. Bitch, you don't even know how to spell power. You don't even know how to spell power because you have no power within yourself, because you are not grounded within yourself, because you don't know yourself. You just want the cliche of the relationship because you are in love with the idea of being in love. You can keep doing it and you're going to keep falling on your ass until you wisen the hell up. I did it. I almost died being in love with that shit. I had to let it go. I had to value myself. And that's why I'm teaching you guys. I want you to value yourself. I love you guys. It's now time for me to get to work. It's now time for me to get to work. And I will see you guys again tomorrow at 8:30. Again, the next goddess retreat. This retreat is sold out. I am booked. I am like booked. I might have to buy more space. I just might. But the next goddess retreat is July 23rd through 26th in Clearwater, Florida. The price of it is $777 and it's all inclusive. If you want to attend that retreat, I advise you to go to my website. It's the www.thealphaempath.com. If you miss my videos, you can go to the YouTube channel. It's the Alpha Empath. And last but not least, if you are brave enough to share me, go ahead and share me. I love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.